Hello and welcome to Reserve Inspirations D&D, where my friends and I play a sci-fi homebrew version of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for your entertainment. My name is Fabu, lies. My name is Aaron, your galaxy master, and I am joined this evening by my friends and players, Lauren as Tita the Phyclean, Way of the Iron Lung Monk, Mike as Cal the Arakokra Battlemaster Fighter, and Sarah as Captain Emmy Strang, the Fire Genasi Glamour Bar. Sarah.
Oh, well, let me just see here. I mean, if we're talking about you wanting more of us, and I don't know why you wouldn't, then you can head right over to YouTube, like and subscribe our channel. It's just a little clicky click away. And then also you can go on over to Twitch. We have hours of content. And we also, if you have an Amazon Prime account, then you just go ahead and bless your heart, subscribe to us for free every month.
Oh.
And if you love us that much, then go ahead and head on down to Patreon, where you can support us there, and also you get subscriptions to all our fun stuff, all our new things.
Mike, you have things to say?
Yes. If you can't get enough of us that way, be sure to check out our social media pages. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. We also have a Discord channel. Make sure to check it out.
Yeah.
That was super intense. I feel like it should have been ended with like all the law offices of Emmy, Tika, and Cal right now.
And you know, Tita, I hear you have something to say about this space.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know, but there's this thing called the Deep Space Network, and it's basically how you make a long distance call in outer space. Just kidding. But it is how all of the NASA spacecraft like kind of communicate with each other. And if you're looking to see how big they are, the dish antenna that they use are about the size of a football field. So pretty big.
Oh, that's a real big, real big. On top of this, I want to say happy birthday to Sarah, our very own Sarah. It's her birthday Wednesday. And on top of this, I also want to say we got the ifs going on. You know, if you roll a 1, it's real bad, but you get an if, which you could then use to like bump up other rolls later. It's looking pretty good. And Amy, you got 10, so you should probably use those soon. And Cal, 3. Tita, 4. Okay, now a recap. All right, I'm not doing Fabu's voice for the recap. But here we go.
That's too much. That's too much.
Too much. So the party made friends with an unintelligent, boisterous elf with no fuse named Fabu Losair. And when they all attempted to leave the Winterland for the Summer Realm, Fabu was attacked and taken into custody. The captain of the guard agreed to let the party pass if they wrote up a statement about how violent and vicious of a person Fabu was. With great reluctance, they finally agreed and continued north, leaving Fabu behind. Upon entering the Summer Realm, the party met a group of blonde, dark-skinned elves enjoying libations and having fun on the beach. They welcomed our heroes and partied with them for a time until their commander returned and whipped them into shape. The party soon learned that Fabu was in fact their prince and essentially condemned him to death. In exchange for helping the soldiers get Fabu back, these elves offered to either give them a ship, fix their current ship, or introduce them to their court wizard who could teleport them pretty much wherever they wanted to go. So the party agreed. That's kind of where we are at the moment. However, on top of that, we did also have Modi, an older friend of the party, reaching out for help utilizing one of his sending stones. And the last thing that the party heard was that Plonk's farm was hot and bright. This is also to answer Tita's questions that he posed. And that there was a demon that entered an ancient temple, home of the Tome of the Evernight. Pretty much, essentially, Zanesi and Minerva went in after it and never returned. So Modi is reaching out for help from the party, who can barely help themselves. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But the last message was not replied to. That's kind of where we left off last time. So if you guys would like to start off there, it's evening. You were about to go to sleep when the sending stone started buzzing. Tita ran over to the others. You listened to it, and now you're contemplating what you would like to say. So I think that's what we're going to pick up.
Did we all actually hear it? I know I hopped over to Sarah. Was Cal in the tent? Did he even?
I'm pretty sure I was in the tent.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So I think it's just me and Emmy.
I don't remember who was there, but
because I didn't really have time, I don't think.
Which is fine, because Cal doesn't really know those people anyway.
I'll say, we'll just start it off with Emmy and Tita then, figuring out what you'd like to reply to Modi with before the sending spell is over. So, have at it.
Team meeting?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you coming back to bed, Tita?
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec, babe. I was assuming we're just
ripping you from this woman's arm.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just head on over to, oh God, Cal's going to be so mad. We're going to go wake him up. We're going to go wake him up to talk to him about people that he doesn't know nor really care about. So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That is the case.
All right. So, yeah, I guess we'll just make our way to the tent. I can't really knock on a tent, right? So I'm just going to like... I'm just gonna somehow make it known, like, I don't know, somehow make it known that we need to, whatever, and then, yeah.
It's offensive.
And then
Sorry,
I will.
Sorry, I don't know what I said.
Yeah, and then I'll just share with him the information, obviously that we've learned. So, I mean, he said where Plunk was sunny and hot, so we're sticking with summer.
That makes sense.
Excellent.
Okay.
We're all agreed. Yes.
So how are we supposed to help him if Zanesi and Minerva are missing? I don't know what the Tome of the Evernight is.
Neither.
Wait. Did Minerva
No.
ever actually tell us anything about that, or no? Because at the time she didn't know anything about it. I feel like she said it because all that
I think
both
might be true.
and whatever.
Yeah, I believe it was definitely mentioned for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
At one
written
point
it
or
down if
another.
it wasn't mentioned in game, like, to my person.
True.
But she didn't share, like, we have no knowledge of anything about this other than that we've heard the name before, is what I mean.
I believe.
And everything that Modi just said in the sending stone.
Yeah.
Which isn't much. Like you still don't know what the poem does. You have an idea of where it is located, but that's about it.
Oh wait,
And
yeah.
that-
What did he
and that
say
there's
about
also there's demons after it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can't help them if we don't have a ship. So I think we really need to kind of do our own thing first. What should we say back?
Well, I mean, I can't help but think that it all sounds terribly intriguing. I do like Modi, so I'm gonna say we should respond positively.
How do you respond positively? By saying we can't really help you right now.
We say working on it. See you soon.
I'm like on break right now, so if you could just wait. All right, we have how many words? What is it? 25?
25 words. 25 words. Yep.
It's terrible because it's like us just talking to Tita, trying to get Tita to text somebody.
Yeah.
Like.
Emmy, you see with your high passive perception as you've kind of congregated and discussing this, you see Saul kind of roll over and his arm just hits the sand. And he's like, Emmy? Where'd you go, Emmy? Oh, hey, what? It's late. What are you doing up?
Team meeting.
Oh, yeah. All right. And he gets up and comes and stands over by you.
Oh.
What seems to be going on?
Oh.
Are we discussing like attacking the wall tomorrow?
No, Saul.
No, sounds like a great time though. Excellent point. But we've got some friends in distress. We just
Oh, anything I can do to help?
We just make sure that the coast is clear for us to have this conversation.
Yeah. He like looks around. There's no one around. Everyone's like asleep. He's just like, yeah. And he like backs up a few feet. He's just like, I'll just keep my eye, pretty good.
Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect. Don't ever change. Okay, and then right back into the conversation.
All right. So what are we thinking, you guys?
We're jotting some things down right now.
Sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
it could be something as terrible as saving a Feywild prince. Be there as soon as we can.
Right.
Must love ya.
Yeah, we're like still stuck in the Feywild, so.
Oh man.
We definitely can't leave yet, but we might meet a wizard. I almost said that wrong. These are all important key point words that we need to put into this.
Well, it depends. It depends. Are you trying to because you can think about this right now, Emmy, while Teach is trying to figure out what he wants to say. You can either get one of the ships that you currently have, one of those two. There's Bernadette's, and then there's also the gun. You can get one of those fixed, or the elves are willing to give you a ship. Or you can go see the wizard, and the wizard will just teleport you wherever you want to go. And yes, teleportation, you can take all of Teach's family and whatever else. They can all go through teleportation. So
Yeah, but that only works once.
yep, and then you don't have a ship and you're somewhere far away.
Yeah, I think the ship is the way to go.
Yeah, we definitely are the type that need an exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
For show.
Yeah,
That's why we've been doing so bad. We don't have an exit strategy.
Yeah, Emmy's getting pretty pissed at not having a ship, so I don't think she would sacrifice that. I mean, meeting a wizard would be really cool as far as she's concerned. She's
What if the wizard could teleport us onto Emmy's ship?
Maybe.
Would any of us even thought of that?
Ooh, hold on. Was that good enough to be his one thought of the day? Ooh, that's an 18.
Ooh. That would be your one.
Minus 1, 17.
Yeah, could be. You don't know how teleportation works? Emmy, the most you know about teleportation is that you can kind of jump short distances.
Yeah, like with a person sometimes.
Yes. That's it. Yeah, if you use Dimension Door. Keep in mind, you guys also got your boons from that demon.
Yes. Oh no, I'm keeping that in mind. I just can't take anybody with that boon.
Correct.
All right, we can have like 5 more words, I guess. What do we need to say? Heading to summer for ships, saving a Feywild prince first. We'll ask for coordinates when we leave here for you.
I mean, that's what else is there to say?
So
No,
we
I
still
think
have.
we should also. How many words do we have left?
We have 5 left. I mean, I was going to talk about my twins, but we could.
We can tell him in person. He'll be impressed.
Met some bitches on the beach. No kidding.
Yeah, got busy on a beach like crazy.
All right, no. So anything
several times.
Anything else we need to ask?
I feel like we should ask him like something along the lines of, is there anything good going for you? Like, we don't know. Does he have a ship? Does he have any pluses? Like, is
Any
there
good news? Yeah.
Yeah, any good news?
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
just tag that on the end. That'll be
we
good.
need to know. He's just contacting us and saying shit's bad. Like, we don't know what's good. Like,
Okay. All right.
so
Okay. We got it. We got it. We're ready to send. We're ready to send.
Okay,
I got it.
here
All
it
right.
is.
So I will take out.
Our team
Yeah.
secretary will now.
So yeah, I'm gonna take out the stuff. I just have to hold it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it out. Heading to summer for ships. Saving a Fade Wild Prince first. We'll ask for coordinates when we leave here for you. Any good news to share?
I'm just writing some notes down from that. Okay, all right. So he won't be able to respond to you until for at least, well, like 23 and a half hours at this point. So yeah, kind of on your own. So at this point, do you have anything else you want to discuss? Or are you looking to bed down for the evening?
Cal rolls back over.
Yeah.
Cal's like, and see you guys in the morning. This was a waste of my time. Okay, bye. Yeah, I guess I'll just head back over to my sleeping area.
Yeah.
We'll head out back out to the beach.
Was it?
Yeah.
Down by the
one
beach.
with you, Kimberly, or do you have Devin? What's going on here? I don't remember.
No, I had Kimberly, I thought.
Kimberly, yeah. Kimberly just kind of like rolls into your.
Devin was with
forearm.
Devon.
Yeah, Devin was with
Yeah,
Devon.
twins. What are you talking about? I'm still not sure what's going on between the two of them.
So yeah, I'm just gonna slide in and like big spoon with the forearms. We'll do the double on top.
Emmy, same thing. After Saul sees you guys kind of breaking up, he'll go back to his little sand mound and kind of wait for you there for a cuddle session.
Accepted.
All right.
Do I need to do a performance check on that?
Well, what are you trying to do?
No. We're not going to get into detail on that.
Then, yeah, if you're making a performance check, see how well it goes, then by all means. He rolled above average. So
yeah, 16.
Kimberly rolled a little higher than above average, Tita.
Whoa. We're having a good night for Tita.
What'd you do, Emmy, for performance?
I got 16 on that.
Ooh, all right. Not bad. Tita, performance check.
Do I have anything? I don't have anything. So a 16 as well.
Wow. Okay.
We having a rockin' night, y'all.
We'll just leave it at that. Rockin' night all around. Good time.
When the tent is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
Especially when there's possible imminent death for condemning a prince coming the next morning. But you know, I mean,
You know.
All right, so
as I like yelp that out like during while we're getting it, like it's our fault he's dying. Like I'm kidding.
Oh, what?
so you all have a peaceful sleep after that, and Cal, you're ready for this, but around 5 a.m. you hear it's like this super loud horn that just like shakes the beach. You're like,
and then probably the loudest
Yeah.
from Emmy when that happened.
Yeah, what early wee hour is this going off?
you hear, "Take start!" And you see everyone scrambling and like running around the beach to prepare for the morning.
I'm loving picturing all of these like buffoons just running all over, like, oh shit, we gotta grab this. Oh my shit, my other thing's over here. Oh, this is oh my god, people just running into each other, like yeah.
And then you have like this flame emanating elf just standing arms crossed, watching everyone run around.
Just watching. I can't even say like chaos. It's literally just like, yeah. You would think there's like a riot happening, but it's just because they're all so dumb that they like don't even know what they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, all these like bleach blonde, tan skinned elves in peak physical condition, just running around like fools. But eventually,
Cal walks out of his tent. He's already all dressed.
Armored.
He woke up before the big horn. He was
yeah. Yep.
I like that Emmy wears like not that much anyway, so she just kind of stands up, starts swearing, She's confused.
Dust the sand off.
And now she's just really pissed at whoever just started yelling and playing a horn.
Well, it's
I'm
the
getting my
commander.
crusties out. I'm getting my crusties out.
You big
That's
eyes.
at least
too,
an
so you're,
hour
like,
of
doing
work.
the big
Yeah, that's like
crusty-
45 minutes alone just for me to.
You don't have your pickaxe. You can't like take him out.
Oh my god, I can't. All right. So the commander meeting. I need to have a meeting with you three, Saul, Kimberly, you two. Everyone else, prepare for battle. And he kind of waves the three of you and then Saul and Kimberly over for like a private little discussion.
Ah, shit.
Special troops.
Now, I don't know if you all been thinking about it, but we have to make our way over the wall to get Fabu back. Now, I've been thinking myself, and if you think you're up for the task, my soldiers and I can create a distraction at the wall, allowing the five of you to sneak past their defenses, locate Fabu, and get him back to our side of the wall. What say you? Saul immediately, oh yeah, Captain, Commander, of course we can definitely do that for you. It shouldn't be a problem at all.
They sound so professional.
Kimberly, like, yeah, like we can get over, and then I've got my bow, so like that shouldn't be a problem.
That's totally.
Oh, Kimberly.
You see now Saul, he's got his armor on. He's got like this golden chainmail on, and he's got two swords over his shoulders. And you see Kimberly, she has just like some leather, which little gold flecks on it, kind of like shimmery. She also has a quiver with a bow, a couple daggers at her sides.
I'm gonna compliment her on her outfit.
Oh, thanks.
Like, because I would think that Emmy would probably like that, a shimmery leather.
Well, it's standard issue, but like, yeah, I guess it's pretty cool.
Nobody issued me anything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look around.
There's some more over there, and she points over to like the rats and whatnot that are just chilling on the beach.
Oh, so
Yeah, if you want, sure.
I'm pretty tiny, so I don't know if any of these fancy people.
Though it acts as a +1 studded leather armor.
Okay, well that's better than an 11.
Yeah. So if you want to throw that on, it gives you a total of +3 to your armor class.
Oh snap! Yes.
Because you have no armor on at the moment, right?
Yeah, I'm an 11. Like I'm not hard to hit.
Yeah.
50% of the time
No.
you're gonna hit me.
So your dex is 10, so I think you have regular leather armor on at the moment.
Oh yes. Oh, okay.
So you technically would get a +2, so you'd be at a 13.
Okay. I'm just gonna change that part of it now, but make a note to change that.
You're like, either of you, like, you're pretty well armored, and she points to you, Cal. But like, what about you? You don't seem like you have any armor. You just got that vest.
Oh, she's pointing.
Yeah.
My fucking dope vest that I have. I know, but I actually can't wear armor, right? Because like that messes me up.
You could, but you lose out on your like wisdom modifier toward your AC.
Yeah.
It's not recommended.
So highly unrecommended.
You would also lose your bracer defense.
Oh
well.
yeah, we can't lose that. I forgot about that, bro. Good word. I forgot about that word. I really did forget that I was wearing those though. Yeah, so I guess I'll just she said something about the vest, so I'm obviously gonna like
Flare it.
look down at it because I love it so much. And be like, oh yeah, I mean I'm pretty strong without armor. I don't really need that. It's just gonna weigh me down.
Oh, in that case, I'm sure. He gets like a little like, ooh, can handle his own without any armor.
I'll do the eyebrows. I'll do a little. Yeah, I can take a hit and then I'll just kind of like nudge her a little bit. Like
I'll be like,
But-
The commander comes over. Now, do you believe you're ready? Do you think you can handle getting over the wall, the 5 of you? We can provide you with grappling hooks and rope. You all seem pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh.
We're really instilling a whole crap ton of assurance on this.
Oh,
guy.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna whatever he's willing to give me, I'm gonna take it. So
Yeah, he'll hand you a grappling hook and a spool of probably like 80 feet of rope.
okay.
Now,
Wow.
when was the last time and where was the last place that you saw this Fabu, lovely prince?
There was a.
Were we at the gate, or we weren't even actually at the gate?
Yeah, we weren't even near the gates.
You were, I believe you were, if I remember correctly, you were brought to the gate. Fabu was dragged into one side of it, and the rest of you went in the other side.
So that is the last place that we saw him.
That's the last. That would be the last
Okay.
place. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we even made it there.
So yeah, you guys can answer him.
Well, I'm trying to think of how to word like we saw him get dragged away when we. I don't want to
Yeah,
say
right.
that part. Like, how do you nicely be like, yeah, we just kind of went to the right while he was getting dragged to the left.
Yeah,
Drag
just
to
be
the
as
left.
vague as possible. Here we go. Oh well, yeah. I mean, we last saw him. There was a gate, but we went in a different gate. But now we're here, so I don't really know where said
Well,
gate is.
What you just said makes 0 sense.
We
Wait,
last saw him at the gate.
There's
of
one.
wall.
There's one main gate, and I believe if he was at the gate, I'm assuming that's where he was. I don't know where you saw a secondary gate.
Oh, there was like 2 entrances.
I don't believe that's accurate, but there's not 2 entrances. I don't know where you're getting that
Oh
from.
no, the way you said
No,
that,
like-
he was brought
There's- so
somewhere
there's
to
the
a different
gate,
entrance, and we
and
went
then
in somewhere else.
On the inner portion of the gate, there are 2 little doorways, one on either
Yeah.
side. You went
Yeah, that's
through-
what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
That may not be what he's talking
He
about,
doesn't.
but
Yeah, well,
Right.
yeah. He doesn't know about that. He just knows that there's a gate to get into the Winter Realm. He doesn't know that there's little doorways and such.
well, this will be
Oh,
a fun
okay.
conversation then.
Yeah. We went into the wall, but he went a different way than us.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So you think he's still there, or it's been how long has it been since you left?
How long has it been since we left?
A couple
I
days.
mean,
Yeah,
we
just a couple of
slept
days.
Twice. You slept twice.
Yeah.
So,
But we do know that he has to stand trial, so they have to at least hold him that long.
well, that's good. I assume they're not gonna just keep him at the wall. Maybe bring him to the city.
We never made it to the city. Sounded exciting. Never made it though.
Interested. Well, it's a good thing you have Saul and Kim going with you. They can help. We're gonna have to disguise them a bit, as they have their skin is quite dark compared to most of the winter elves. Any suggestions?
Guys isn't my area
Yeah,
of
I really only
expertise.
have this guy's self, so that doesn't really.
I'll
Yeah,
have
what
to
the-
see, and he's like, we have a few that might have some disguise kits here. I'll see if they've got any makeup or anything. But
Oh my
keep in
god, now I'm thinking
mind-
about Plunk's disguise kit with the mustache.
Do you still have Plonk's disguise kit? Did she give it to you? Is it in
I
your
don't know.
inventory? Do you have it?
No,
That would help. No. All right.
I don't think so. That's just I was like, oh, that mustache. No, I don't think she gave that to me.
It should be quite the interesting endeavor if we can't disguise our troops. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. You can send them in, dark-skinned and blonde-haired.
We got nothing to give him, I don't think. We've been traveling light.
Yeah.
True. That is true. Well, I'll see what we got. He's gonna roll, see what they can find at the camp. We got these fruits here. We can kind of smear some of the juices. It might, it's kind of like a milky white juice. It might work out. And they kind of pulls out these fruits and kind of digs his hand. It's almost like a Vaseline that he starts wiping onto Saul. And Saul's like, oh, smell.
He didn't even ask first. He just starts like, oh, maybe this will work, and starts smearing it on his face.
Yeah.
Poison, yes.
His face blows up.
He's like, it's here to open your pores. He's like,
any ideas on how we can make their hair black?
Do we have charcoal?
ash from the fire. Yeah, that was my guess. Ash from the fire.
That might work.
You guys can grab some coals and charcoal and start rubbing that all over their hair.
Sure.
And that their armor is probably going to have to come off with the gold flecks. That'll give you away almost immediately.
Well, isn't that?
And he's like, damn it, I just put it on.
You do as well. And he kind of points to Saul and Kim, and they're like, well, he's like, we do have some extra outfits and uniforms from the dead winter elves that we have killed in the past. So here, and he starts handing out a couple things like that. Emmy, if you'd like, you can continue to wear the summer studded leather, the +1, or you can do regular studded leather from the winter that isn't a +2. But it's white and silvery and has little blue flecks and whatnot.
Oh, that sounds like something she would like, though.
Up to you. It's one less armor class, but you still boost up by 1 if you wear that. And the other two, Saul and Kim, will begin to start, switching out their uniforms and outfits and whatnot.
I'm not so worried about what I look like. I'm worried about what, like, I can disguise myself, that I can do, but I can't disguise other people. So
yeah,
she's really worried about what she looks like. She's worried about her armor class.
Yeah. So
she keeps getting shit beat out of her. So it's really.
After this thick milky liquid being put on the two of them and the charcoal being run through their hair, let's roll to see how they look disguised. Looks great. They look fantastic. Guys.
Sarcasm.
Even better. They look real good. Real good.
Like actually though, or
yeah, what do we know? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I figured. I was just confirming.
I rolled 2 d20s. I did 1 for each of them, and I rolled a 4 and a 5. So
they look spectacular.
They look grandiose.
Oh God.
So now,
I have nothing I can do about this.
Are the 3 of you aware as to how to get to their city?
No, we have not been there.
Not in the least bit.
But I would assume you just follow the road, but I don't know for sure. I have not been in the Winter Realm before. But I think once you pass the wall, you're kind of on your own.
Yep.
What else is new?
That's why Tita just said yep. He's like, oh, back to our daily grind.
Yeah, we'll get you there, but then you're on your own. And then, over and over.
So what are your thoughts on the plan of us distracting the wall and the soldiers and you climbing over in a different location?
I mean, you sure you're all willing to sacrifice yourselves to get this guy out of there?
He is our prince. It is our duty.
All right.
Okay.
He's a good man.
He did seem like a pretty decent dude.
We spoke of this before, some slight anger issues on occasion, but deep down he is a good human, Void.
Great hair.
Good catch.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just geared up and ready to go. We don't need any more chit chat because we have nothing to discuss because we have no idea what we're doing.
No clue what we're doing. Let's just start going.
Well,
let's go.
once we begin the attack, just keep yourselves low and make your way to the distant point of the wall. We'll try to keep them distracted as long as we can.
Okay, how many you said we got like grappling hooks and shit?
Grappling
Uh,
hooks.
Yeah,
yeah,
a
are
grappling
80
hook
feet.
and 80 feet of rope.
One grappling hook.
Well, he can
Yeah.
provide a couple of grappling hooks. If you want a couple, he could probably give you 2 spools of rope around 80 feet and 2 grappling hooks that you can utilize.
Okay, done.
Hey, Cal, do you still have that grappling hook and rope from before?
That you took from the other house.
From the second hag's hut? Or
I do.
nice. Well, there you go. Now you have
All right, so then we all have situations. Cool.
We all do have situations.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We do.
We all have the
Okay.
tools to ruin this, and let's go.
Yeah. Move out. Just
Very
everybody
well, then
like.
we shall get ourselves ready now then. And he starts getting his troops lined up, preparing for battle. It's a bit of a journey to get there, but we should enjoy the walk. Could be our last. As he's talking to his soldiers. Are you 3 ready? Saul, Kimberly? Very good.
I mean, sure.
Let us head out then. And yeah, he'll begin to lead you back to the battlefield, a couple miles long battlefield. As you start traveling through the trees of the summer realm, it's quite nice. But as you start to get to the battlefield, you can see it's quite desolate. Like I mentioned before, there's large craters in the ground with scorch marks all around, some type of maybe magical artillery, if you will. If there were trees, they are now knocked down and destroyed. Yeah, it looks rough, and you can see, like I mentioned before, you see dead bodies everywhere. You guys were looting them last time.
Let's loot them again. No.
There's a point where eventually the commander kind of like looks back and is like, "This may be the time to split off. If you're ready." Very
Ready as
well.
we're gonna be.
You see this, like, I don't remember what I called it last time. What did I say, like 60-foot wall? I don't remember.
Oh,
I think so, something like that.
30-foot tall wall, but we have 60 feet between the trees and the wall.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. So the 30-foot wall.
I
not
made a
60 feet
diagram.
tall. Oh, look at you. Fantastic. So you start to cut off from this group. Saul and Kimberly kind of, all right, we're going to head this way and whatever. And you can, from a distance, you can kind of see the others lining up and preparing, and you can see them getting bows ready. And as it's happening, give me a perception check, all 3 of you.
I get an 18 total.
18 total. Okay.
14 total.
14.
5.
Cow, man. Okay. All right. You are focused on trying to find a location of the wall to scale, whereas Emmy and Tita can see soldiers on the top of the wall beginning to run toward the center area where the summer army is beginning to attack. So a lot of the soldiers are moving out. There is a soldier left maybe every like 1,000 feet or so to still protect sections of the wall, but it's very sparse, very scarce. There's not a lot of guards keeping watch throughout the wall, so you guys have a much easier time. Would you like to make stealth checks to get up to the wall?
All right.
Sure. First, I'd like to disguise myself as one of these winter douches.
Sure.
Elves.
Absolutely.
One
Are
of
you
these
trying to become
winter
just a
douches.
generic soldier? What are you trying to look like? Because you can disguise self and look like that.
Somebody that might look like a lawyer if they had one. If I was thinking that I met anybody that looked like they were dressed kind of fancily
Okay.
when I was there.
I wouldn't say, you definitely haven't seen too many people. You saw the Winter Eladrin, and you saw a commander, and you saw a bunch of soldiers. Definitely no one who looks like a lawyer. You haven't been to the city yet, but you can imagine what a lawyer might look like. Maybe some like more pristine robes, something like that. Long flowing black hair. You can make it however you want. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Yes. I want to look a little bit crazy, but respectable and like kind of noble as far as they would think.
Sure, sure. Roll me a deception check.
17.
Okay, you keep that in mind. And yeah, so we had a 5 and a 4 for the disguises for the other two. Good to know. Tita, Cal, you just heading in as is?
Yeah, I mean, what else am I gonna do, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
that's
So-
I got nothing.
Emmy as
I mean, she's going with her best backup plan as far
As-
as whatever she's planning for.
as lawyer Regina Phalanges.
Yeah.
Are you just strolling right up to the wall? Are you trying to stealth up? Like, what's your plan? You have 2 other winter elves with you. They look fantastic. Their disguises. So
Can I change
No,
the
I'm-
color of my shell to like match the like winter elf uniform looking
I believe,
things?
Tita, you actually get advantage on stealth checks to blend in with environments because of your shell.
All right,
Did
so
you
then
run?
I will try to blend into the ground.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, so you can make a stealth check with advantage. Emmy, are you stealthing or are you just kind of
I'm stealthing because I don't want to have to start the lie earlier than I have to.
Okay,
So.
that's a good call. All right. Stealth check. Cal, stealth check.
No, I get
Cool.
plus. Thank God it was with advantage because one of them was a 3.
Ooh.
So with my +2, that is an 18.
Okay, 18. We got a 19 and a 15 from your elf friends.
Cool.
What'd you get, Emmy?
I got a 7.
7. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cal?
Nat 1.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
Get that if. Get that if.
Oh,
If
man.
number 4.
goes.
Yeah, let me real quick update those shenanigans. I don't know, did I click that in the right spot? Nope, of course not. Stupid thing. So bad. All right, so yeah, you begin to stealth your way up as a group. What's your total, Cal, even with the natural one?
1.
Oh. Perfect. All right, ifs have been updated. Good stuff.
Perfect.
Is anyone using any if points? No?
I mean, no.
That won't help you, Cal, I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
You begin, you get up from your like crouch position, you start to like, real slowly move in. And almost, actually, let me roll for the one guy. He might be distracted with the battle going on. So as you're all moving, you get right up to the edge of the wall and no one notices. When you
Word.
get there, Cal, you kind of like, we made it. And you kind of like put your back up against the wall. But as you do, it's like against the wall with your armor. And you hit, what was that? Just kind of like the Skyrim guards that don't actually see you, but they know something's there and then they give up.
The center eye thing is like open a little bit.
It's the tiniest little bit. Yep.
So we all just
Yeah, you're just,
We do that like freeze against the wall shit in a weird pose, like.
I'm gonna do a secondary perception check for this guy to see if he's. Well, actually, I'll do it intelligence. See if he's smart enough to look straight down the wall. Okay. So you hear him. What was that? Kind of like looking around. You don't see him anymore because you're all close to the wall. But after a bit, nothing. Silence. seems to go back to his duties. What would you like to do? You're all kind of flat up against the wall, all 5 of you at the moment. You can now begin to hear screams and clanging of metal and just all kinds of things coming from the west.
Okay, I'm definitely going to turn to everybody I'm with and just say, all right, listen, if anything goes terribly wrong, I just need to get next to this Nigerian prince guy that we're rescuing, and I just need, and that's it. And I'll see you guys in a bit. I would be back out here.
Babu, he's real good at defending too. Like if you're real close, he'll watch your back. That's all.
Yeah, he's not so great at hiding though, my friend. So
no.
I don't think he'll be hard to find him.
He's pretty obvious. Like he likes to, make himself known and whatnot,
All right, this is gonna go terribly wrong. But yes, that's what I wanted to tell everyone.
Saul kind of like gets one of the grappling hooks. He begins to swing it. Are we like throwing this up there or what's going on?
Well, we never had a plan before, and that's never stopped us. So
okay. It hits the crenellation, cling, falls to the ground.
To the ground on the top or the ground on the ground next to us?
It came back down to where you guys are.
Oh, well.
Cool.
You hear some shifting up on top of the wall, but still no one looks over.
Can I don't know if that'll help or not. I was gonna say, can I like jump and throw mine? Because if I jump my straight up 15 feet, then I'm like halfway to the top. So I should have some better
aim.
aim.
Make a dexterity check with advantage, Tita. You just leap straight up. You almost use the wall a little bit with your claws to kind of get even further.
Again, good
Kimberly
thing with
is all
advantage.
excited.
Kimberly's like, oh, look at my blue. So one of them was a 5 and one of them was a 12. So that will be a 14.
14. Yes, yours goes up and over, and you kind of give it a tug, and you can feel it right between 2 sections of crenellation. Tug it a little bit. You kind of slow fall back down along the wall with your dope monk shit.
Okay.
Dope monk.
My dope monk shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then I'll slide down. I mean, obviously we're not trying to be real loud and stuff, so I'll just kind of like tug on it. Everyone can like, so that everybody can see that like we can use this one to climb up.
By the way, this guard on top of the wall is the worst at perceiving things.
Get it. Love it so much.
The grappling hook went like as he's walking by right past
between his legs, or behind his head. Yep.
He's
then
like,
when he actually gets there, he's not gonna hurt us.
Yeah.
Just like
It's
the guy
one of
from
those,
Monty
yeah.
Python.
It's like he dropped something, he went to bend down to get it, and the thing went right over his head like the second that he bent down. He was like, oh, my cookie. He just fell.
Yeah.
So I will I feel like I don't want to go first. So
I'll go first. Here we go.
Oh.
There goes Emmy.
All right.
Right up the wall.
Going.
Give me an athletics check, please, Emmy.
Okay.
There are other grappling hooks if anyone else is trying to toss one up there.
She got an 18. Girls still fit.
Yeah, you just aren't hand over hand, pull yourself straight up real quick. It's only 30 feet. It's real fast. You can get up. Is anyone else doing anything while Emmy's climbing?
I'm going to get ready to climb the same rope because I cannot throw for shit. So.
Okay. Sure. Tita, there's another grappling hook and rope just sitting on the ground if you want to attempt to get another one.
Oh, sure. I'll do the same.
All the way
I'll do the same. I'll leap up and toss it.
For another dexterity check with advantage. Emmy, you kind of get to the top of the crenellation and you peer over and you see the guard. He's kind of sitting in a little chair off to the side, just kind of like half napping, one eye open every once in a while.
All right. She's trying to calculate whether it's best to let him sleep and just stay quiet or to just go knock him the F out.
Tita, what would you get?
A 3 and an 11, so that would be a 13.
Sure. Yep. This one you can also get stuck in a different section of crenellation.
Okay.
God, this guy sees nothing.
Love
I
it,
rolled
love
a 1. The guard got an F.
Oh my god.
He can't use that the next time.
Emmy, as you're kind of like peering over the clink of Tita's secondary grappling hook, you see the guard just continue back to sleep.
All right, can I? Oh no! Every time I do a friggin' performance check, it's terrible. I wanted to try and like sing him back to sleep, like ever so quietly.
Oh, you should try that.
I think I'm gonna.
It's Dungeons and Dragons. You can try anything you'd like to try.
All right. No, she's gonna do that. She's good because she has no idea if anybody else is coming. She's just trying to make sure that this idiot doesn't ruin it for everybody.
Sure, yeah. Make.
Are you up the wall completely at this point?
Have you pulled yourself over onto the actual wall over the crenellations?
Now I am. I'm just
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
like I've seen this dummy.
So Cal, you're climbing up next, right?
I'm going to climb up now, yes.
Athletics check, please. And while you're doing that, you start to hear a melodious tune emanating from above on the wall. Emmy, performance check, please. Are you proficient in performance?
No,
I would
it's
assume
half
so.
circle there.
What's your plus?
Oh.
Just 3 or 4?
+4.
4. So yeah, you're not proficient. So what I will say is, what instrument are you using? Is it one that you're trained in or proficient in?
Oh, I'll be. Wait, do I still have my little viol with me?
Yeah.
Try and get all creepy and interview with the vampire about it.
Sure. So because you're proficient with the viol, you'll get the +3, but you lose your jack of all trades +1. So you have a +6 total on your performance check with the viol.
Oh, okay. So then I got a 14. That's not the worst.
Not bad.
She
What happens with this guy?
usually does a terrible job performing for everyone, but she really means it.
You see this soldier elf just kind of, his little smile falls over his face and just kind of lays there, listening, falling deeper into sleep. Cal, how'd you do?
21.
21. Easy enough. Again, same thing, arm over arm. Use your claws on your feet to kind of help you make your way up. And you kind of just pull yourself over. Give me a stealth check to not cling against the rock as you.
Well,
He's like, and I'm dead.
oh, that's a 12.
That is enough to not wake up this soldier.
And that was at disadvantage because armor.
Wow. So Tita, you are on the ground now with Kimberly and Saul. So there's 2 grappling hooks. I think Saul's probably, unless you're climbing up first, Tita, I think Saul's probably going to grab the one you just attached.
Okay.
Start climbing.
How heavy is Kimberly?
She looks pretty skinny. Definitely built like with muscle, but at the same time, she's quite thin.
I meant like if I tried to go up the rope and carry her.
Probably about 140 pounds with muscle.
So would that disadvantage me or would it still be regular?
It would be disadvantaged if you're carrying someone, but you can certainly try.
Well, I do have my boon of luck.
Oh, you do. You do have your little luck die.
All right. So
And not to give you any crazy ideas, Emmy, but just so you know, your inspiration can work outside of battle. You don't have to use it only in battle. Like you could inspire someone right now to give them the D8 to boost someone's roll. It's
Okay.
not just a combat thing. You can use it anytime.
all right. So can I roll to carry Kimberly?
Yes, please. So athletics check.
An athletics check.
Yep.
Okay. That's Oh, thank God. All right, so we're using the boon
Okay.
because I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Oh boy. All right. All right.
So my 2, and then I have a +4 anyway, so that brings it to 6. And I actually rolled a 10, so it will be a 16.
Mean.
Whew, that came in clutch right there.
Yeah, what
Kimberly
a good
kind
number
of
roll.
climbs up onto your back, and at first you're like, "Oh man, this is gonna be real hard." But once you start climbing up, you're like, "Oh, it's not as bad as I thought." Especially with the 4 arms, you can kind of use the 2 lower ones to hold yourself while the others pull you up. And as you get there, she kind of like climbs over your shoulder and rolls onto the wall, and then you can kind of hop your way up the rest of the way. All 5 of you are up there. Emmy's currently with her viol, just playing a jaunty, silent, like quiet tune, kind of relaxing to put this guard to sleep. You all get there, and yeah, you see him. He's just passed out at this point, kind of snoring. What would you like to do?
I think
Take both of the grappling hooks with the rope.
please take those back.
Yeah, I'm gonna, whichever one was actually mine that he handed me or whatever, I'll take back.
Sure.
And then the other one I'd like to put in the wall on the other side to like go down that side.
Cal, yeah, you hook it on and you can just start climbing right down. Not a problem. I'm not gonna make you make an athletics check or anything. Going down's way easier than trying to climb up. You can do that. Cal, as soon as you kind of land in the snowy ground down below, you look to your right and you see a set of stairs that leads right up to the section of the wall you were at.
Huh. Let's start climbing back up to tell them. No.
Somebody else.
Just to climb up and say, "Hey guys, there's stairs over there. Climb back down again."
That's very typical of us.
No, I'm not doing that. He used his intelligent thought. Now he needs the really bad thought. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, is everyone climbing down on the other side, or just going upstairs or whatever?
I'm still playing to make sure this dummy doesn't hear anybody.
So you can be like the last.
So you're gonna be the last one down.
Backwards as you're playing down the stairs.
So I would think that I'd had plenty of time to look around and notice that there were stairs.
Yeah, with your passive perception,
everybody go by.
Yeah.
I see that there are stairs, but I'm still going to slide down the rope.
Try to be extra cool.
And then like do like a little slow fall at the end, I guess, to kind of like let go close to the bottom or whatever.
Saul, Emmy, comes to you as you're playing. He's like, "What do you think? Should we just like put this guy out of his misery?"
Like I'm just gonna put my let's stop for a second and keep humming and put my finger on his mouth and just like
push him toward the stairs.
Yes, and then just keep playing.
And now that you're up on the wall, Emmy, in the the good lighting that you have all around you, you can see that the disguise that this elf is wearing is absolutely terrible.
It's the worst. That's why I figure at least I'm disguised, so everybody else just go.
Yeah, yep. And that lasts for an hour, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do one final perception check for this guard. It's going to be a disadvantage as you do have him pretty much asleep with his with your tune.
Well, he's going to get the 20 now, right?
Was it a 20 and a 1? Was that what happened?
No, I rolled a disadvantage, but I rolled an 18 and a 19.
I knew it.
So as you finish up your little tune, you begin to kind of creep backwards toward the stairs. He's sleeping and that tune. Where's the tune? He starts to like kind of look around. Give me a stealth check to see if you can duck down the stairs before he sees you.
Yeah.
Just jump it. Just hop.
His eyes start to flutter and she's like, bloop, right over there.
I
How'd you
actually
do?
got a dirty 20 on that one.
Ooh,
Nice.
that meets his perception because he's got a +2. So that is fantastic. He just barely, like as he's just starting to open his eyes, he swears for a second he sees this like this cloud of an elf look almost, but then he kind of like
This
looks around.
This
Gone.
flame just disappears.
No, there's no flame because Emmy is disguised as an elf, a winter elf.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep. So yeah, you guys successfully get over the wall. And what's her nuts will Kimberly will take an arrow that has like a little ribbon on it and fire it over the wall toward her allies so that they know that you've successfully made it over the wall and can stop the onslaught.
Did anybody notice that one arrow? Like on our side of the business?
Stealth check on the arrow.
Yeah.
Wow, I rolled for disadvantage on perception for the winter elves, and I rolled a natural 20 and a 19.
All right, so they all noticed.
What is...
They may have noticed the arrow, but they did not notice where it was coming from.
Oh, okay, good.
So because you guys are further down the wall than I think you are. You're probably like at least a half mile down the wall from where the battle's taking place.
Oh, okay.
So there's a good amount of space in between. But now that you're on the winter side and you're crunching through the snow and there's some scarce vegetation and trees and whatnot, we're going to take a quick break, and we will jump back in about roughly 10 minutes or so. So we shall see you in Memento. Why is my
So, what am I supposed to be doing again? Oh, right. Updating you about what I've been up to or whatever? Honestly, Green, a lot's been going on. I mean, I know I told you about my family already, and how I have my great-granddad T-Sip's pickaxe with me, because I used to be an excavator back on Pandemonium. Yeah, I say used to, because I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Been zipping around, actually, I don't even know where with this crew. Speaking of the group, they're fine, I guess. Not sure what I'm gonna do now, though, that Plonk is gone. She was my sidekick, you know? Used to carry her around everywhere with me. I mean, she was actually pretty frail and small. We got into so much trouble. Like that time we were messing around in the escape pod and then actually detached from the ship. Totally wild. Good thing I played that stellar video game so much, because I feel like it kind of trained me how to fly that thing. Another thing that's far out is this totally hot girl I met. And by hot, I mean she was literally made of fire. So frail and sexy, Green. Totally burned me, though. We messed around a few times, and then she just took off on a stolen ship. Guess that's why her name's Bernadette. So, I know you know I love smoking moss and making bongs. Damn, come to think of it, I've broken 2 already since I've been here, Green. Lost Genevieve early. Rest in peace, Jenny. And Riz, oh, so stellar. Rizzoli, our time was cut so short, girl. Too short. Speaking of moss, I almost forgot. I got a little daring and bought this, other stuff. A spray. Totally crazier trip, Green. We were out at this nightclub. Got this totally stellar vest to wear. I look fresh as Frel in it. Wait, what was I talking about? Anyway, who knows? We're gonna get caught up in something next. Whatever that is. I think we're going to Zox's planet soon. He's pretty sure it's frozen over. Dread like that is happening everywhere, Green. I heard some planetary news report that Pandemonium is under siege. Thrice and Fours fighting over surface territories? Sounds crazy to me, Green.
My dearest Twee. Oh, the things I've seen. I've been fighting in a war of dragons and dragon spawn. I am assisting the metals to defend against the chromes. But I am not enough. They are losing. I've met a great sorcerer, Tagartha. He can control metal with magic, and he is a powerful ally. We held our fortress for a while, between my shields and his magics. but we were pulled away for something more important. A small, purple creature arrived with a strange thing around her. She says she's trying to save the world, the universe. I wouldn't have believed her, but soon after she arrived, a huge monster made of fire came up from the ground. After defeating that, there were two more to defeat as well. One monster of water and one of storm. I have been to hell and back with these people, but I don't know where we're going next. I wish I could return home to you and our children. Maybe one day. With love, Cal.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is with great humility that I come to you to beg forgiveness for the wake of damage.
Miss Strang, I'm simply interviewing you.
What's that now?
This isn't the court, which, by the way, you are doing next week. So, Captain Strang, tell me how you got where you are currently.
Oh, that business. Well, that's a horse of a different color. Let's see now, where to begin? Oh, yes. What am I doing here with these folks? Well, I can't help but be attracted to the miasma of chaos, which is why this current band of jolly travel buddies piqued my interest. I suppose I just gravitate to the crazy, so to speak. Ever since I was a young lady, I had a thirst for entertainment, seeing it, being it, which certainly kept things interesting. My mother loved my imagination, my charisma. May she rest in peace, that darling, loving soul. My father, on the other hand, well, let's just say that he didn't share my love for the theater. Young ladies are not meant to be heard, and they're meant to be admired. Gross. Being preened to fit into high society was a real awakening. My father looked so proud every time I would perform like the young debutante he expected. Yet I found the whole dog and pony show to be tired and antiquated. So I went to college, expanded my horizons, met my match, my aquatic equal. Classic story, really. We meet, we fall in love, we make grand plans together, and alas, duty and status destroy your hopes and dreams. She was the very beginning and end of my taking anything seriously. But I digress. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and all that garbage. My father gifted me a ship when I was of age, and I set out for the great unknown. I grew up, grew out, and lost my way. As my reputation precedes me, I tend to be known as one who indulges in liquid courage as a means to an evening's end. If I can't be truly happy, then why not forget the whole day entirely? But who wants to get close to the drunk clown? It gets dark sometimes. Lonely. And then, lo and behold, I happen upon these creatures, thrown together by circumstance, bound by honor to protect one another. I admire their connection. I crave it. So to be concise, I find myself following these folks like a shadow because, well, I like them. It is a great benefit of life to be able to choose a family. Can only hope I don't drop a turd in the punch bowl.
So, what am I supposed to be doing again? Oh, right. Updating you about what I've been up to or whatever? Honestly, Green, a lot's been going on. I mean, I know I told you about my family already, and how I have my great-granddad T-Sip's pickaxe with me, because I used to be an excavator back on Pandemonium. Yeah, I say used to, because I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Been zipping around, actually, I don't even know where with this crew. Speaking of the group, they're fine, I guess. Not sure what I'm gonna do now, though, that Plonk is gone. She was my sidekick, you know? Used to carry her around everywhere with me. I mean, she was actually pretty frail and small. We got into so much trouble. Like that time we were messing around in the escape pod and then actually detached from the ship. Totally wild. Good thing I played that stellar video game so much, because I feel like it kind of trained me how to fly that thing. Another thing that's far out is this totally hot girl I met. And by hot, I mean she was literally made of fire. So fro and sexy, Green. Totally burned me though. We messed around a few times, and then she just took off on a stolen ship. Guess that's why her name's Bernadette. So, I know you know I love smoking moss and making bongs. Damn, come to think of it, I've broken 2 already since I've been here, Crean. Lost Genevieve early. Rest in peace, Jenny. And Riz, oh, so stellar. Rizzoli, our time was cut so short, girl. Too short. Speaking of moss, I almost forgot. I got a little daring and bought this, other stuff. A spray. Totally crazier trip, Crean. We were out at this nightclub. Got this totally stellar vest to wear. I look fresh as Frel in it. Wait, what was I talking about? Anyway, who knows? We're gonna get caught up in something next, whatever that is. I think we're going to Zox's planet soon. He's pretty sure it's frozen over. Dread like that is happening everywhere, Crean. I heard some planetary news report that Pandemonium is under siege. Thrice and Fours fighting over surface territories? Sounds crazy to me, Crean.
My dearest Twee. Oh, the things I've seen. I've been fighting in a war of dragons and dragon spawn. I am assisting the metals to defend against the chromes. But I am not enough. They are losing. I've met a great sorcerer, Tagartha. He can control metal with magic, and he is a powerful ally. We held our fortress for a while, between my shields and his magics. But we were pulled away for something more important. A small, purple creature arrived with a strange thing around her. She says she's trying to...
All of us.
welcome
It's
back.
like the fucking...
Hey!
It's the Shaggy van. Like, it's just clouds. You open the door. It's the mystery machine.
All right, so welcome back. Last we left off for that little break, our hero just made. Wow, he's playing
Sorry.
teacher real well. over there.
Allergies. It's the summer realm,
Yeah,
it's the
man.
winter realm. It's
Right,
really
yeah,
bad.
real bad. So you've just passed over the wall with no incident with the guard that was keeping watch. And yeah, you are now on the winter side. I'm assuming you quickly moved to the tree edge to not be spotted, and you're kind of hanging out in the thin wooded area in the snow. Please let me know what you guys are up to at the moment.
Is there any activity around? Can
Make a
we?
perception check.
$19 total.
Wow. Okay. So you kind of keep your eyes out and listen. You can hear battle happening in the distance. And you can hear some slight snoring coming up from the wall. Because after that soldier woke up, noticed nothing, clearly went back to sleep. You can hear some slight crunching in the forest, possibly an animal or something. You can hear flapping of wings as well on occasion. But no, other than that, you don't see or really hear anyone who's noticed you. The 5 of you, the 3 of you and Saul and Kimberly, you're just kind of ducked down in some shrubs in the snow.
Okay, so Emmy's biggest problem right now is, oh, cool, we got over. So where is he?
Big Dagger pops his head out. Well, I thought we were getting warmer, but it seems as though we're getting colder again. And he kind of shivers a bit.
I know, my friend. We had to circle back for some unfinished business.
That's fine. I'll just stay in your hood. He kind of like, curls up in there to try to stay warm.
And be like, pardon me though, my friend. You
Pokes his head out. Yes. What?
I'm having trouble trying to locate this Fabu.
Well, you saw him last at the wall. Yes.
Yeah, we're past the wall.
He was being dragged. Yes. And I suppose, how long do you think they would have kept him imprisoned here before bringing him to his trial?
Well, what? It's been like almost 2 days.
So logically, if they're trying to make this as quick as possible, probably not still in the wall, possibly en route at the moment.
He's gonna start looking around. Does anything look like an important kind of place to go and be at this moment?
From where you are, even it wouldn't matter if you had a perception. Well, make a perception check because
now it's gonna be terrible. Oh, it's not terrible. It's actually a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. From where you are at the edge of the wood, you kind of look back out to where the wall is, kind of train your eyes across, and you notice there is a road that kind of goes along the wall for the most part. You guys just kind of ran off into the woods to kind of hide. Looking back into the area, you can see that further down the wall, it branches off and kind of cuts between the forest, like through it. And if you want, you can go inspect that more carefully. But at the moment, you're probably about 150 feet away.
Okay, and about how much time has passed? How long do I have on my disguise?
Since you put it on right before you tried to go over the wall, right?
Yes.
So I'd say it probably took you about 20 minutes to figure yourselves over the wall and back to the other side and get to the woods. So I'd say you got about 30 to 40 minutes left.
Okay, so I'm going to be the idiot that tries to tell everybody without saying anything to stay there. And then I'm going to try and go out to the road and walk because I'm the only
Cal and Tita make insight checks.
They look like they belong there. Huh?
I told Cal and Tita to make insight checks to see if they can get your hand motion.
Okay. Huh. 17.
Okay, yeah, you get, knowing militaristic hand motions and whatnot, you kind of get the gist of what she's saying. Stay put. She's going to check something out. Tita, what'd you get?
I rolled a 10, but my insight is +5, so it's a 15.
Oh, yeah, both of you. You're good. And Kimberly, she kind of nods. She seems like she's more of a tracker or ranger style combatant. And she seems like even though she's kind of dumb, she's fairly wise. Whereas Saul, not so much. He's like, oh, well, what are you talking about? Like, you want me to come with you, or what's going on?
Fucking Saul. Wait, where is he next to?
You guys are kind of just bunched in a little bit of a circle in the bushes.
So when he starts talking, can I cover his mouth so he doesn't even actually get all of that out? Yeah.
He continues talking with the hand over his mouth.
But yes, I'm gonna do be like do the shush face, like.
And I'm also definitely going to just turn to him and like I've had enough of him being that stupid. I'm just going to turn and boop him on the nose, and I'm going to do enhance ability for Fox's cunning, so he has advantage on intelligence checks.
Wow.
for about an hour.
I like that.
I can't take this anymore.
That's
You're
really
like,
funny.
Andy, you are done being stupid. Boop.
You cut that out. You're too quick for that.
All right. It's just like, for a second, he's just like.
He has no idea what's happening. He's never been that smart before.
If Emmy was wearing glasses, she would have booped him and then just been like.
Well, you're a librarian, or not librarian. You're a lawyer form. You can have glasses that you take off and they magically come off.
And we do that face.
He kind of understands now.
Okay. Excellent.
So you're gonna stealth over there and try to take a peek at do you want the ranger chick to follow with you, Kimberly?
I'm actually not necessarily. I mean, would it be considered stealth if I'm trying to look like I'm not doing anything wrong?
I would still have you do a stealth to be like a non, or you can make a deception check or performance, one of those.
I think deception would be best in
Sure.
my situation. Meh. Okay, 12.
12. Okay.
Vaguely
making-
suspicious, but no.
You make your way over to the road and you kind of follow it a bit for like 100, 150 feet until you find where it forks. And then you begin to kind of look around a little bit. And as you're kind of poking through the snow, give me an investigation check.
Nat 20. Why? This is
That's
not
why.
necessary.
can
Why
see-
can't it be important?
This is important.
Okay.
So you find this road where it forks and you're kind of looking at the different tracks that have been left in the snow. And looking maybe a day or so old, it looks like there's maybe a carriage of some sort, large wooden wheels, but it seems as though whatever it was carrying was a decently heavy weight in the back. Like there was some heft to it. And it continues on this path as far as you can see. There are horse hooves, look like they're pulling it, but also separate horses. With a natural 20, I'll say there are 3 additional horses, and there are 2 sets of regular footprints as well. On top of that you kind of follow for a bit, and you see that they continue on the road through the winding forest.
All right. But I didn't see anybody else around me.
No, what you do is you kind of turn around and you look back to the wall. Up at the wall, you see that soldier just standing at the edge, like looking down at you. Due to a natural 1 perception I rolled when stupid sun guy or soul was made his little, yeah. So he's like, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing down there?" Yes, hello. Who are you?
He's doing the. Oh God,
Uh,
the goofy wave. Hey, it's like
very
the Forrest
dangerous.
Gump when he's.
It's very dangerous for an unarmed noble to be around these parts. You should come to the wall or head back to the city.
I'm actually looking for a client.
Oh, is that so? What's the name?
I feel like she's about to spit the word Voldemort or something out. Like they're all going to be so mad. Well, before you continue, think about what you want to say. Tita and Cal, you and Saul and Kimberly, you all now notice that guard that Emmy had kind of kept asleep before is now communicating with her up on top of the wall. She does still look like a noble or a lawyer of some sort of the Winter tribe, and it was recognized as such by the soldier. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I'll look at Kimberly and go, I want you to hold an arrow ready. Not yet.
She's holding. She seems fairly wise. You suspect that she's been around the block. She knows what's going on. She's been in war, and she knows how to stealth and spy. So
Good.
Tita, how about you? What are you doing? You see Cal give an order to Kimberly. She kind of gets herself ready with an arrow.
I mean, I don't know. Tita's always making poor choices, so I feel like.
So let's make some poor choices.
So no, I don't know. He's learned a little bit. I feel like he's gonna be cautious and probably just try to stay alert.
Okay.
And quiet. Can I hold some sort of deflection-y, dodgy action thing in case anything terrible happens?
You can take the dodge action and be prepared. So if anything comes at you, you
Okay.
can at disadvantage for sure.
Sure. Yep. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want
Saul
to take any
is in the
chances.
bushes, and he's like looking up at Emmy, then looking to the soldier, and looking to all of you, and then looking back to Emmy, like he's ready. He's like, what should I do?
Great.
I'll just turn to him and just
1 minute.
You know, it's like he kind of like, I don't want to wait, but I'll wait.
He's so restless.
Yeah. Plus, his new woman is out in danger talking to this soldier, so
Oh, that's right. That's right.
definitely getting a little anxious. Emmy, what do you say to the soldier?
All right. She's gonna say, pardon me, sir, but that's client to counsel confidentiality. If you could just point me towards the courthouse. I get really, I'm so sorry. The wine is delicious around here. I may or may not have indulged. I'm not certain where I am.
Well, why don't you come up to the wall? I can get you a map. I have some more wine. It's a lot safer than staying out in these woods. Trust me.
Why is there something I should know about?
There's a lot of owl bears in these parts. Dangerous creatures.
I've heard a lot about these things.
Do you have
You sure
anything to
they really-
defend yourself? Any weapons? Anything?
You caught me on that one. She doesn't have anything. And
She's
she
like,
really
I guess
can't-
she does the pats, all the pocket pat. Now, where is my, oh, you know what? Where's my nothing? Because I have nothing.
Oh my God. I don't want to go in there and talk to this guy.
Hold on. I'm coming down. I'll escort you. And he starts to like come down the stairs.
Excellent. I'm just gonna like look towards the woods and just be like where I know that my friends were there.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Seven.
Hey, that's better than his 5.
Excellent.
Doesn't seem to notice. He's watching his step coming down the stairs, very icy and slick, you know. So he doesn't want to slip and fall and make himself look like an idiot in front of the new noble. So yeah, he's making his way down. You guys all get the like, hold on a second kind of thing.
Okay, how far away from me is he?
He's probably about 40 feet. You're kind of out there in the section of the road a little bit. He's starting to make his way cautiously. Well, not cautiously, it's regular stride. Tita, Cal, anything you doing? You see this guy come down?
Still holding. Still have like that, the hand up to our archer, Kimberly. I'm
She's
just
ready.
like,
She's got the bow.
I'm gonna ask him as he's coming. Hey, did you say you had a map?
Yeah, there's a map up on top of the wall. I can get it for you. I was gonna escort you up there, get you some blankets, something warm.
I think just a map would do. You know, quite honestly, I'm not terribly cold, even if she's shivering. I'm not terribly cold. Yeah, I just needed a refreshing walk. I do definitely need to see my client as soon as possible, though.
Well, at the very least, let me provide you with a sword of some sort, just for protection, at the very least.
Sure.
Yes. And he's like, all right, stay here. And he kind of keeps you right where you are, and he's going to turn around and start heading back.
this is just amusing now.
Right?
Yeah.
I
So
can't.
he makes his way up the wall, back up the stairs to the top of the wall. You see him kind of shifting up there. What are you doing? If anything, just waiting.
I'm just counting the minutes until her disguise ends, but
You still have some time. I'd say at this point, you're probably 25, 30 minutes left.
okay, because I know what that backup plan is. I just want him to give me the map.
Do you see him coming back? And he's got, his hands are just full of stuff. It seems like he's got some kind of like fluffy blanket. You can see some type of weapon dangling off to the side. He's got a piece of paper flapping in the wind in his hand. He's just carrying all the stuff down. He's like, here's the map. And he kind of like takes the blanket and kind of flourishes it around you and kind of like, you know, pulls it over your shoulders. As he does so, What is your spell DC?
Oh, shit. Sorry, that's actually, it's my dad calling. Oh,
You're getting another call.
sorry. Anyways. Well, he made his presence known. The spell, yeah, it's not that high.
What is it?
14.
Oh, okay. As he kind of pulls and tucks in the blanket, he doesn't seem to notice that what he sees is not feeling the same as what he's feeling. So he kind
I'm
of
wearing a bear rug at this
and he's like, do you have a belt? Here's a sword. It's not much. It's just a short sword, but keep you a little protected. Man, let me just tie this around your waist. And he's like, tying the belt thing.
Oh, no, I've got that.
As he's patting, he's like,
we've only just met, sir.
my apologies. He's a little curious as to what's going on, because when he started to do it, it didn't, like, what he sees didn't quite match up with what he's feeling as he was starting to tie it. You kind of pushed his hands away. I did roll a natural 20, so he's definitely suspicious at this point. He's kind of like, are you sure you're gonna be all right on your own?
Yeah, as soon as I get to the courthouse, all will be just right with the world.
I will let you decide if it's deception or persuasion.
Persuasion.
Technically, you are going to the courthouse, but at the same time, all will be well. I don't know about that. So give me, one of those two, your choice.
All right. If it were up to me, I would say persuasion.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, 25.
25.
Yeah.
The way you laughed, I thought it was gonna be bad.
It's the same laugh.
It is the same laugh.
3.
So he's like, all right, I'd feel better if you had an escort. Can I get someone to help to bring you back, take you back safely?
Wait, take me back where?
You said you're getting to the courthouse. It's at the city. I assume you're heading back to the city.
Oh, right. She's
all right, now I'm gonna need a deception check.
Yeah, she's like, wait, you're taking me where? Oh shit, the place I told you I was going? What?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Wait, where? What?
He's trying to offer you an escort essentially to the city because he's a little suspicious.
Okay, 17.
Okay.
These are all my best features right now.
Are you okay? Are you sure you don't need to rest or sleep off some of that alcohol you said you were drinking? You seem to be confused.
Oh, no, I tell you, sometimes I do my best work when I've been drinking.
He kind of like elbows you. He's like, yeah, me too.
And then I'm going to say, I am, I don't know what their equivalent would be of, like, I don't know what space, like, court-appointed lawyer would be.
Just, yeah, you could say court-appointed lawyer, sure.
Because I was court-appointed, so I don't really know what I'm getting into, but.
I'm the public defender.
Yeah, I'm a public defender. I don't know.
Well, there's only one big trial that I know of, and I can't wait for the verdict myself.
Oh, I was told it was vaguely high profile.
Once you find out who they're looking to have you represent, you're probably not going to be happy. You're not going to want to represent them.
Although I do have a pretty high tolerance for garbage, I will say.
And this fella, straight up garbage.
Oh, straight up garbage? Wait, who are we? I don't even know where I'm going.
Let me get someone to escort you.
I need to see this person.
Well, they've already made their way to the city, so you have to catch up. But like I said, if you've never been, you're from some small town, then let me get someone to. They're a bit busy with a battle occurring at the wall, but I'm sure I can find someone to escort you.
Battle? That sounds intense. You know, she's probably sweating, thinking, shit. These are all the people I was
Damn
just.
it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Like, I'll be right back. Let me find someone to escort you. And he starts to walk off. What are you doing?
Probably panicking on the inside, trying to stay regular on the outside. I probably also don't have much time left on this looking like I do. So
yeah. And your allies, they're still all hunched in the bushes watching a good
Still
distance away.
holding. Nothing
Her hand
aggressive.
is starting to shake a little bit as she's holding the bowstring
but,
back.
okay, so he just ran to go get somebody, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I have the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still in the vicinity? Like,
yeah.
He's kind of climbing the stairs at the moment.
We should wait till he gets out of eye shot and then book it.
Just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what we didn't do last time. So this time it's the plan.
Yes, that's it. Let's go rogue. We're
So
going rogue.
I'll just look at Kimberly and kind of do this, like to have
She's
her.
like a sigh of relief almost as her hand was just shaking. She puts the arrow back.
And then
Her fingers are like purple because they've just
I'm
been
holding, yeah.
As soon as he's out of vision, just start booking it toward where Emmy is, or where the road meets the woods, I guess.
Okay, sure.
In that direction.
I was gonna say you can kind of both run in the direction you're gonna head and kind of meet at a point further in if you want. Like,
yes.
and you can follow the road and you can kind of run through the woods. All right, very good.
I think that's a
You
good
just all
plan.
start charging.
And I'm just looking at the map, trying to figure out where we're going while we're.
All right, so Emmy, give me an athletics check with disadvantage as you are running and not really looking where you're going. And everyone else, give me an athletics check. I want to see how quick you are before this guy reappears.
what's the distance?
Oh, well, yeah, TT, you're probably fine. You're looking at the meeting point, you're probably looking at like 200 feet.
So I can like super sprinty, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still
think in one
athletic.
round, if you plan on using a key point, what can you go? Your normal speed's 55.
My
so
normal's 55, so I could do.
You can do 165 feet in one round in 6 seconds.
In 6 seconds, yeah.
Oh,
So,
so yeah. So
I
should
just-
do
I just
need to
turn and go,
roll, or like are we
"Let's
gonna-
go."
TT, you don't have to.
I turn and go, let's go. And then I turn back and Tita's already halfway there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
So Saul, he just starts hoofing it. And you see Kimberly, she also begins to, but she's like slipping and sliding all over the place. She's not gaining her footing and she's kind of lagging behind Cal.
Well, I can't stop for her.
How you doing?
Kimberly.
How'd you do?
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, you're running. Emmy, what'd you do?
Oh yeah, no, I got a 10 total with
Okay.
my disadvantage.
So they get to where they think the meeting point will be. Well, Teach is there in within seconds, like 8 seconds, and he's there.
Y'all blink, and I'm just like,
200
what
It's
up?
like slides. You see all this snow just come up and slides. And everyone else, you see them hoofing. Kimberly's kind of behind, even further back than you are, Emmy, as you kind of like look up where your allies are as you're running. Let me roll this guy's initiative to see if he's faster. All right. As you are all charging in, this guy gets to the top of the wall and kind of looks out to where you were, Emmy. Doesn't see you. Does a quick glance around. You kind of, with your passive perception, you can kind of pick him up. He's like squinting into the woods. He can definitely either hear or see something, and he's trying to make it out, but can't quite figure out what it is. From where you are, you're assuming, maybe he's assuming that you just started running into the woods. A second person steps up on the wall, more feminine form, and begins to kind of converse. And the guy's like, she starts starting to yell at him because maybe he took her away from sleeping or something. For you see this whole thing, but you are all far enough where if you're all crunched down, kind of looking up and out at them specifically, they don't seek you where you are in the snow. You've made it far enough into the brush and on the road that from their angle, they can't see you.
I think this has been the first successful non-battle we've had.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Well,
I'm loving
we're
it.
Knock
growing.
on some wood, y'all. Knock on some wood, because we're still not technically 100% great. So
That's true.
Is fair. That is fair.
there is still time for us to mess it up.
So, as you're making your way, who's leading the charge? Well, I guess no one really needs to lead the charge. It's literally a road you can follow through the woods. But I would like someone to be the lead perception check, and if someone wants to aid, they can.
Mine is only +2, so I don't know if that's.
Mine is also only +2. I feel like it should be Emmy.
Okay, so one of
You
you
have
can.
the map.
One of you can aid Emmy in the.
Yeah, so she
perception
can
check.
do, yeah.
So she gets advantage.
Yep.
What is this? The Emmy show today?
I mean, we're
so.
doing talking, and she's the
I know.
talker.
Yeah,
So
she's
yes,
the talker,
yes, it
yeah.
is.
It's no fighting right now.
It was a 15 and a 16, so 15 and 5, so 20.
Wait, you're taking advantage, so you take the 16 plus
Oh, so 21.
21.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Such a major difference there. Such a
You're
difference.
kind of looking at the map, following the road, trying to figure out how long it's going to take, while also keeping your eyes out and whatnot. You don't necessarily see anything as you're moving along the road, but you begin to hear crunching of snow and maybe like a twig snap here and there. And you kind of look off to your left and you can see these masses slowly making their way out of the darkness. And as they kind of hit a little bit of the lighting, you can see many, maybe like 5, 6 owl bears just slowly strolling out. They kind of look up, sniff the air, kind of get into a little position of like, do we trust them? What are you guys doing?
Emmy's just gonna be like, oh, I've been here before. Dang it, we have nothing to feed them.
Cal, Tita, are you doing anything? You just kind of.
I'm immediately going into my bag to see if I have any like food of any kind.
Okay. You see Saul just pull swords out, and you see Kimberly knock an arrow real quick. And hold position, waiting. Emmy, one of the owl bears. Give me a perception check, or actually an investigation check on this particular owl bear.
Hit 10.
10. Okay. You don't notice right away, but as this beast begins to get closer and closer, and it's sniffing you with its beak, just as it gets closer and closer. As the light begins to kind of hit its face, you see this gray feather pattern that you recognize as the first one of the owl bears that had come down the tree to investigate the food situation last time. And it just kind of gets maybe within 5 feet of you and just plops back and sits down like a dog or just a bear kind of would like sit. Kind of sitting there staring at you. And the other ones are still on the edge of the woods, just kind of like looking out as well.
Okay. Can I go sit next to it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm seeing an old friend.
As you begin to move closer, it almost kind of like pulls away slightly. And then as you kind of keep going, it kind of just moves back into the position. What are you doing?
I'm gonna show it that I don't have anything, but I want to try and make friendly faces at it, like.
Sure. Cal, did you find anything in your pouch, your backpack?
I might have like some ration crumbs.
Hey, better than nothing, right?
Yeah. So I'll take them out and kind of just be like, Emmy's clearly doing some kind of feels with this thing, so I'll try and like, Emmy, feed it this.
Okay, so you take the scraps of like jerky and nuts and whatnot, trail mix, and are you going to try to feed it to it, Emmy? An animal handling check with advantage.
What? Okay.
Don't do those quite often.
No.
Usually.
Oh, I did good. You said with advantage?
Yeah, because you had some food.
Okay, so 17 total.
17. You kind of hold out your hand. It kind of picks for a second at the nuts and whatnot, and then it kind of turns back, like toward the other owl bears, and then back to you. And then the others start to come out as well and kind of surround and sit down. And yeah, there's a couple baby ones, real small ones.
Oh,
they're being friendly.
babies. We feed the babies. And then we
better be,
elves with
get
you.
killed.
The two elves with you are just like, what is going on? These owl bears are circling around them. Oh, and by the way, at this point, after you've been traveling for a while, your disguise is gone at this point. It's definitely been over 20 minutes. But yeah, so they're just kind of surrounding. And then one of them, Cal, looks at you kind of funny, poofs out its feathers, and then kind of gets closer and like nuzzles up on you.
Oh, I know what that means. We'll be right back. No.
He's like, you guys had your time at the beach. I'm getting it now.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a wife.
He's married. He's a married.
Yeah, these owl bears, they're munching on the food. They're kind of just like, nuzzling, chilling, whatever. And they even bring the young out as if not threatened.
We're going to have our own pack of owlbears.
Hey, it pays to be nice in the wild.
Babu didn't want to give away any of that meat, but you just let him take the carcass, and they were very happy about that. So yeah, you currently have 7 owlbears, 5 adults, 2 babies, just kind of chilling with you. What are you doing?
We do need to keep moving.
Yes.
We do have a thing we're trying to do.
Whatever the owl equivalent is of shaking hands and expressing that we're going to said courthouse on the map. That's what we're probably going to do.
Okay.
Good seeing ya. Gotta head out.
Yeah.
And great.
Can I get from the 3 of you, I'll do all 5, the elves as well. Can I get animal handling checks, just general ones from everyone? Just want to see where we're at.
14.
Okay.
I got
13.
12.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Emmy?
13.
Okay. Everyone got above the DC I was looking for, even the elves. So as you begin, you kind of like say your goodbyes, pat them and whatnot, and begin to start walking, Emmy. The one with the gray feathers pattern on its face comes up behind you and just kind of like picks you up over its head onto its shoulders and begins to continue walking. The rest of you see this. And then you start looking back, and other ones start to come underneath you and just kind of pushing you to their backs and begin.
I feel like they'll need assistance with me. I have a lot of armor on.
There's a hefty old grandpa picking you up.
Yes.
Tita, how you feeling about this?
Well, what was my experience last time though? So like.
Well, at first you didn't notice them, and then eventually you did, and you were like, it scared at first, but they never really crept in on you. They took that carcass while you were sleeping. You didn't really have much interaction.
Oh, so I mean, if it's whatever. If things are seeming, I'm just again overly cautious right now, going with the flow.
Sure.
I know we're kind of just doing this for but just I don't know. I'm very observant, I guess, and then just kind of trying to stay on course with the herd and not do anything wild, because
Yeah, so it seems like maybe difficult to tell with these beasts, but one that's slightly smaller than the one that picked up Emmy comes over and kind of scoops you up, puts you on their back.
great.
Very
I
quickly.
will. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of be like, oh, okay, we're doing this, like, but not make any sudden movements and just
Picks you up. Ah!
yeah,
this is terrible.
yeah.
Help.
So as you are all getting scooped up, you notice that Kimberly gets scooped up quickly and easily, but then the one that is left, the last adult to pick up Saul, kind of just like for a while just walks alongside him and kind of like bumps him, and then eventually picks him up and takes him along. But they seem to, once everyone's on, they seem to go into almost like a horse type gallop. And your speed is definitely increased. They can only go as fast as their little babies can go.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, they definitely are speeding up your travel for sure. I'd say about a half day goes on riding these things. Your pelvises are starting to be like, oh God, as you're moving along. There's no saddle, there's nothing there. It's just you and them. And you get moving, and you start to careen over a bit of a hill area where the trees kind of are pretty heavy and dense. And then as you kind of come over the hill, you can see from above, maybe a quarter mile to a half mile away, a massive ice-like gate. There's a little bit of a snowfall falling all around you. Nothing crazy, no heavy winds or anything, but like a light little trickle of snow. And you can see these massive ice walls that flicker with some type of blue, maybe a gem or some type of metal flecks. It's difficult to tell from this distance. And you can see large ice towers and spires throughout. From the vantage point you have, you can almost kind of see in and see some of the houses, but everything looks like it's made from either ice or crystalline type materials. It's a beautiful sight to behold.
No talking snowmen.
Not that you've seen yet so far. However, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
For the talking snowmen.
Yeah, if you get a nat 20, you may hear some singing in the distance.
We're doing a what? We're doing a what check?
Perception check.
7.
12.
18.
Tita. So you're all taking in this beauty. Tita, yeah, it's cool, but you start scanning around, and you can see close to where the main gate is. From where your vantage point is, you can see the road kind of extending out into the forest, and maybe an eighth of a mile from this gate, you see a cart being drawn by 2 horses, and it's flanked by 3 additional horses and a couple soldiers on foot. You can also see that there are soldiers and not war machines, but there's definitely artillery up on the walls as well. There is forest cover kind of all around, but what would you like to do, Tita? This is the information that you see that no one else does.
So we're all on these things, so I can't.
Yeah, you're all on the owl bears, kind of looking out over the hill.
Can I make some sort of motion or something for Cal? I feel like I would want to let him know, like, what I'm, just to also kind of be aware of what I have just noticed.
And I just want to make it clear, Emmy, you never told them about what the soldier, or what you noticed about the cart tracks and all that stuff. That was never discussed, right?
No, so I wouldn't know that he sees that I would know it.
So
it would be great if we caught it before it went in there, but whatever.
Yeah, well, Tita, you start to tell Cal. Go for it.
Well, no, I kind of just want to point out, I guess, like
Okay.
everything. That way we can, and then kind of like just make the face like, let's all be like on the same page, sort of, I guess. I don't know how far Emmy is away. If I could
Yeah, I feel
like
like
do
you could
kind of the
grab
same,
you
like,
could grab everyone and kind of point out the cart
yeah.
there.
So just, yeah. So everyone's aware
Sure.
and
Okay,
just
so
kind
yeah,
of like,
Tija points out the cart.
so
to you.
now you are aware.
All right. Now I'm gonna be like, I have a sneaking suspicion we need to get to that cart before it gets to this wall.
Do we see how far is it, you said?
I think I said you guys were like a quarter to a half mile away, and they were maybe an eighth of a mile. Like they're pretty
Oh,
close.
Jesus.
They're getting there. Like you'd have to
So-
really hoof it to get down.
I was gonna say, even if I like super speed over there, like, oh, it's real
Do we think they're within range of like the city gates soldiers? Because if we try and ambush this cart, we might draw soldiers from the city.
attention.
So it might
would
already
say-
be too late.
I'd say at the moment, you don't think that they're within range of the trebuchets and whatever, but very soon they will be.
So it'd be safe to say probably by the time we catch up to them, they'd be within
Will.
range. Okay. So I'll say, I don't think we can take him before he gets to the city. It's too risky.
Your face.
Is that, I feel like the map quest when it's like recalculating. You're an idiot.
Hmm.
Saul was like,
They're so far away.
listen, man, I'm ready for a fight. Like I could just charge in and like hit the soldiers hard, and just take them down.
I think what my friend here is trying to say, that we could at least distract them to come back this way rather than the course that they're on, which draws us to more firepower.
Kimberly's like, well, if you have sorry, that's not her voice. Well, like if you have
There it is.
maybe like some type of explosive thing, we can maybe attach it to an arrow and I can try to hit them in front so that they spooks the horses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, do we have anything like that?
All I could do is light an arrow on fire.
You could light an arrow
I
on
mean,
fire.
that's the crudest thing we got.
That little torpedo thing I have, that doesn't do anything, right? That was like some underwater thing.
That you have to toss into water for that to work.
Nothing, yeah. Cool.
Cool. It
I
is
wouldn't-
all good. How many weird animals have I seen? I haven't done the research on what that scroll does.
Oh, the summon Fae? You have
summon
no
something
idea.
like weird and large that will be in front of them.
Weird and large. All right, can you look up that spell and in D&D
If I
Beyond?
do, it might boot me out of the D&D Beyond. Like I can,
All right, I got it up. I'll find it.
because the last time I did that, I was like,
Human
shit, I
info.
don't know what I can do now because it booted me.
Summon Fae. So you call forth a Fae spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. Range is 90 feet.
Does that fall under the proper parameters yet?
When you cast a spell, choose a mood. Oh, so one of them, they could be fuming, mirthful, or tricksy. You can decide their mood. The spirit creature resembles a fey creature of your choice, marked by the chosen mood, which determines one of the traits in its stat block. Oh boy. So we could do face. Okay, all the fey spirit stats are in that spell. And it also says if you choose one to be fuming, The Fae has advantage on the next attack roll that it makes before the end of its turn. If it's mirthful, the Fae can force one creature it can see within 10 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC. Unless the save succeeds, the target is charmed by you, and the Fae for 1 minute or until the target takes any damage. Or Trixie, the Fae can fill a 5-foot cube with 5 feet of... Wait, what? The Fae can fill a 5-foot cube within 5 feet of it, okay, with magical darkness, which lasts until the end of its next turn. So those are the things that it can do. It can also do damage. It's got a short sword. It can make 2 attacks.
Okay, so clearly we want to go mirthful here, but I mean, the only weird things that I've seen have been like Mr. Tumnus and a giant centipede and a Yeti. So
no, you saw a centaur. You
saw the demon that we released.
Well, that's not a
gosh.
Fae.
Ah, well.
Oh,
although he did say to give him a call anytime.
You also saw hags.
Did he say to give him a call anytime?
Well, I do believe
What a great time for a call.
I know he did say to like just pray to him if we thought we ever needed any assistance or something of that general nature. I'm not sure that he promised us a favor, but it sounded like kind of 2 sides of the coin. Like, yo, pray to me, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Would you like to reach out to your demon friend?
It's either scroll or demon friend, so this is
Now I'm trying to remember which demon it was because
Baphomet.
Yes, Baphomet.
Yes, thank you.
I have it written down right here.
Baphomet.
I mean, he's the Prince of Beasts. I come from the Beastlands.
Yes.
We're practically related.
you should probably call him and be like, "Hey, bro."
I know. I did write on. Although this is gonna look really funny if all of a sudden I'm just like, "Oh, we're shit out of luck." Just start praying out of nowhere.
What do you want to do? The longer you guys discuss, the closer they get.
No, she does that.
Yeah, you're gonna pray.
No, she's gonna be that idiot.
Okay, do what you would like to do, please. Say what you'd like to say as you pray.
Okay.
For Baphomet.
Emmy's not really used to praying or whatever that means, but she's just gonna like drop to her knees and just start thinking really hard of that dude that they saw once that said he might do something. She's doing her best to like mob type person call in a favor,
Okay.
like via thinking about this person.
What is your specific request? What would you like Baphomet to assist you with or do?
Us +1 need to get out of here. I don't know that really helps.
Roll a charisma check.
That
Are
just
you
regular charisma or saving throw.
Are you specifying the +1?
Yeah, that we kind of need to make sure we can get back to where we were. What are the odds they know each other?
All right, so I need you with let me know the roll. What was the roll?
It was 11 and 3, so 14.
14. All right, I would like you to just couple sentences give me exactly what you pray out to him. I want to hear specific words so then I can make a determination of what he would do.
Hey man, remember that time that you let us out? I'm sorry. Remember that time we let you out? We might need you to let us out. And this other guy.
That's all you say.
Pretty please and thank you so much.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening here. This is a
this
terrible Hail Mary.
And this other guy. All right.
I'm thinking really hard about just the hair, if that helps.
Babu's hair?
Yes.
That's fair. All right.
Like that's all I really remember about him, but rage and hair.
I mean, that's all he is. So.
Yeah. So there's like probably a picture in my brain of rage and hair that's going in.
So, Tita and Cal, give me some perception checks real quick.
That's unnecessarily high.
'Cause mine's unnecessarily low.
21.
21. All right. Tita, as you're standing there, you're watching
6
Emmy
for
kind of
me.
mumble to herself
And he's thinking, this woman done lost her damn mind.
Yeah.
incoherently. Now, you said us and one more, meaning Fabu, right? Okay. That's, yep. With a 14, I'll take that. So, Tita, as you're kind of watching Emmy do this, you see around the 5 of you and the owl bears, this flame just erupts around you, this purple flame just all around, completely encircling you.
Oh, we're taking the owlbears?
Cal, with your perception
Cal
so
down with
high,
me.
you notice at the cart there's this burning purple flame as well that just is almost incinerating the entire cart. Everything goes black for a moment. And you all open your eyes and you're standing on this limestone platform, flame all around. You look out and you see all around the platform you are on is just labyrinth. Standing at your side, Saul and Kimberly. Unfortunately, the owlbears are not there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, buddy.
But also Fabu. As you are all standing there looking around, just shaking, you look over and you see the massive form of Baphomet just. You reign.
Oh, you
We're
look
gonna end
so
the day.
rested. Oh.
Of course.
Ah.
Okay.
So you got Fabu, but you are no longer where you thought you would be.
Right.
Entirely different Hail Mary I was trying to perform here. This is
Hey, you got him without.
I rolled for it.
You got him without incident, but we shall see.
You know, we're just in purgatory. No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, yes, thank you all so much for watching. That was quite the interesting ending there. Do not forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel or use your Amazon Prime to get a Prime Twitch subscription, absolutely free. I just have to re-up that every month, but we could definitely appreciate any likes and subscribes on YouTube. Other than that, we will be back next week for our 50th episode and our 1-year anniversary of doing this. I can't believe we've been doing it this long, but you know,
look at us go.
Fantastic. All right, so we will see you next week.